Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Mila and this is mylatriesit, where I try a bunch of different perfumes and let you guys know whether or not I like it. I do Middle Eastern, niche, and designer. Lately I've been sticking to Middle Eastern just because I ordered so many samples that I wanted to kind of talk about all of them. But once I'm done with all the samples I've already ordered, this is the last sample bundle that I have without pre-ordering more. So I have to look some more up and see what's new out there and what I want to sample and what you guys would recommend. But anyways, today I'm going to be doing part 5 of my Middle Eastern Fragrances Buy or Buy series. And I have a total of 7 samples to be reviewing. If you watched the last video, I look the exact same because I'm filming on the same day. I just split all my samples into 2 parts. All of the ones I'm sampling today are the 1 milliliter little vials, which is really annoying. I didn't think it through because 1, it's hard to open, and 2, getting it on the tester strip is really annoying too. Like, look how much effort it is to take this. All right, so Emeer, we have the top notes of lemon, bergamot, clary sage, juniper berries. Middle notes of white tea, sandalwood, olibanum, and cardamom. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Base notes of ambergris, cedarwood, cashmere, and patchouli. This is very earthy, I would say. This is very earthy. It's not really up my alley. It's earthy, refreshing, probably from the lemon. Yeah, the lemon and the bergamot come through very nicely. It's just, I think the other notes are a touch too earthy for my preference. This isn't quite for me, but it leans pretty dead middle unisex, if not a touch more masculine. I feel like most of my video is going to be me editing out how long it takes to open that. All right, so we have top notes of peach, melon, bergamot, freesia, iris. Middle notes of apple, amber, rose, tonka bean, and base notes of amber, vanilla, musk, sandalwood, cedarwood, and oud. This is a super light oud, let me tell you. It's a refreshing scent. Very nice. It's a very pleasant. I would even say this is a springtime or summer fragrance. Reminds me ever so slightly of Herba Pura, but a little bit more feminine, because that peach does soften it up a little bit. I personally prefer this to Herba Pura, especially if you like more feminine leaning fragrances. But this is really, really nice. Oh, it spilled everywhere. All right, this has oud. This has oud in the top note, the middle note, and the base note. So top notes are oud, saffron, pink pepper. Middle notes are oud, praline, rose, and sage, and base notes are oud, vanilla, amber, and musk. This is a very, like, if I think of Middle Eastern fragrances, this is the scent profile that I typically think of, especially before I got into Middle Eastern fragrances. But this is a very wearable oud, even though it's in the top, middle, and the base notes. It's a lighter oud all around. And I do have the original Shaghaf Oud. I absolutely love this. It is an easy reach for me when I want something just a little, not even spicier, but feminine oudy, if that makes sense. Like a feminine oud that's not overwhelming and it's not barnyardy. The oud in here is not barnyardy. The oud in here also isn't barnyardy. They're so similar, which makes sense because this is an elixir. But I find this one a touch sweeter and like a little bit more wearable. If you're stuck between the two, especially if you're newer into Middle Eastern fragrances, I would say the original. But I would probably prefer the original over the elixir regardless. Yeah, but they smell so identical, like 95% the same. It's just this one's a touch sweeter. Sweeter and a little softer. But the bottle is really pretty. I really like this bottle. All right, moving on to Tropical Kiss by Fragrance World. I think this is the first Fragrance World sample that I've ever tested out, but not the first French Avenue one. I think they're both owned by the same person or under the same parent company, something along those lines. I heard about this fragrance from Paulina Shar on YouTube, and the way she described it just made me want to smell it. Top notes are chamomile, mango, and orange blossom. Middle notes are coconut, ylang ylang, and orris. Base notes are vanilla, amber, and benzoin. This smells like a fresh green mango. This is so beautiful. I actually really like this, but like this mango skin, I get a little bit more of. I think it's supposed to be a similar dupe from Mango Skin by, I think it's called Wilhelm Parfumerie. This is absolutely gorgeous. I like this more than the original Mango Skin by Wilhelm Parfumerie because I think this is a little sweeter and less strong on the actual mango skin, like the skin of the mango. Because the other one, it's just like straight up mango skin where it's a little sharp, a little too sharp for me, but this is beautiful. This was the sample that I was most excited for when I ordered all of these samples. I got these on Etsy, by the way. I have mentioned I get them on Etsy. I got them on hiddensamples.com once. I get them on Mercari. It kind of depends on which website has fragrances available, like samples of fragrances available. And this has been going viral on YouTube, like this one, and what was the other one that was going viral? The Vanilla Toffee one by Swiss Arabian. I think they were released together or at the same time. And I was most interested in the Tobacco 001 because I've been looking for a more wearable tobacco fragrance. Not now that we're going to spring and summer, but maybe when we go back into fall, I'm gonna want to revisit this. Top notes are plum, apple, licorice, pink pepper, and cumin. Middle notes are labdanum, amber, patchouli, ylang ylang. Base notes are honey, tobacco, vanilla, sandalwood, musk, and cashmere wood. This falls pretty unisex, slightly more masculine. It's a wearable tobacco. This is a very wearable tobacco. I just wish it was slightly sweeter, like if there was a little bit more vanilla present in here, but this is a really nice one. All right, so we have Khair Felicity by Paris Corner. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Wedding Silk Santal by Kayali, and top notes are champagne, freesia, cassis. Middle notes are jasmine, musk, may rose, and base notes are sugar, vanilla, and musk. This smells very good. I just think I have a better dupe for this. And I might do a video comparing the original, the one I'm thinking of, and this one. I think that would be an interesting one. This smells very good. I just might think there could be a better one, potentially. All right, this one's Afeef by Lattafa. The bottle for this is absolutely crazy. Top notes are peach, pink pepper, bergamot. Middle notes are tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom. Base notes, sandalwood, amber, praline, and patchouli. Praline and patchouli have really been present in a lot of the fragrances, huh? This is an interesting scent. The first thing that comes to mind when I smell this is like department store fragrance. I don't know what this is supposed to be a dupe for, if it is supposed to be a dupe for anything. I might be seeing a comparison to Bitter Peach by Tom Ford, but this is really nice. The peach in here is really refreshing. I think this would be a great summertime, late spring, early summertime fragrance. I actually really like this. I like this more than I remember liking this last time I smelled it. This smells really good. I don't pick up a lot on the praline or sandalwood. I pick up a little amber and peach, and it's just so beautiful. The orange blossom's coming through for me as well. All right, so I'm gonna go through and let you guys know whether or not I'm going to be picking these up. Okay, I start with Emeer. The dry down's really nice. Ooh, I might have to revisit this. This is gonna be a maybe for now. I don't know if it's the right season for it though. I think this really deserves a wear test before I completely write it off as a no. So this is a strong maybe. All right, Shaghaf Oud, the red bottle, Ahmar. Ooh, that's really nice as well. All right, Shaghaf Oud Ahmar. This is gonna be a strong maybe for now as well. Shaghaf Elixir. Shaghaf Oud Elixir for me is going to be a no because I have the original Shaghaf Oud, and I do think the original one is a little easier to wear, if that makes sense. All right, Tropical Kiss. Tropical Kiss is a yes for me. This smells so good. Oh, I love this. Tropical Kiss is an absolute yes for me. Tobacco 01 is going to be a no. I just don't think I'd reach for this. Touch Too unisex. It's a beautiful tobacco fragrance. So if you're on a market for a not super strong tobacco fragrance, this might be it. I would recommend sampling this one though. It's a pleasant tobacco. I might revisit that one. Felicity. I know I'm saying I'm going to be doing a video of it, but it's not as good as the original. That's what I'm going to say for now. So, but I have one that might be even better than the original. So I'll stay tuned for that. All right, last but not least, Afeef. Okay, I think Afeef for me is not really doing it. Smells nice. Might do a wear test, but I'm not really even leaning towards picking it up, if that makes sense. But it smells decent. Okay, so the ones that are really calling out to me are Tropical Kiss and Emeer. Emeer might be a maybe. Smells good, but I'm not sure how I feel about it entirely. Tropical Kiss, as long as it passes the wear test, it's going to be an absolute yes. This is an interesting mango fragrance. Absolutely love this. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. If you watched my previous video, I'm wearing the same outfit because I literally just finished filming the other one. I filmed both of them on the same day, but I'm probably going to release them a week apart. But aside from that, let me know if you've tried any of these samples or if you have a bottle of the full one and if you like it and which ones I might need to revisit. Maybe I'm not giving it enough of attention to try it on skin. Aside from that, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments. Bye. Now all of these are these 1 ml. Oh, Jesus.